Biological sleep is designed to restore your physical body, yet you wake up feeling spiritually hollow. You generate a specific surplus of emotional energy during the day, but by the time you reach your bed, that reservoir is empty. This persistent drain suggests your exhaustion is being exported elsewhere. Within the physics of this reality, your consciousness functions as a power source. You are a biological generator producing loosh, a low-frequency vibration harvested by the very mechanics of the universe you inhabit. This harvest relies on your lack of direction. Every hour spent in a state of aimless labor or mindless consumption creates a leakage of energy that the machine requires to maintain its own structure. When rest no longer provides replenishment, you are witnessing the evidence of a parasitic relationship. Your fatigue is the signature of a successful harvest. Overcoming the gravitational pull of a planet requires a specific velocity, a force that exceeds the downward draw of the mass. The simulation's influence over your mind operates on the same principle of weight and resistance. Ancient protocols describe Dharma as a directional vector, the alignment of actions toward a singular intent. By condensing mental output into one direction, your energy achieves a density the simulation cannot pull back. You stop leaking energy, you project it. Without this focused momentum, your daily efforts remain too light to break the orbit. You will continue to circle the same patterns, held in place by the weight of your own undirected thoughts. Attempting to deviate from the script while being actively observed is a losing strategy. The system is designed to correct anomalies in real time by introducing distractions and stressors that force you back into a state of drain. The simulation operates on a massive processing load, rendering reality based on the collective perception of its inhabitants. At 4 a.m., the majority of the human nodes in your local sector are in deep REM sleep. With the observer effect at its lowest point, the system's background monitoring protocols throttle down to conserve processing power. Standing awake at this hour means you are operating in a blind spot. The static that usually dictates your mood and impulses is momentarily suspended because the network is not actively rendering your conscious experience. This window provides the only period of true autonomy. It is the tactical moment to initiate changes in your life before the collective network wakes up and begins imposing its frequency on your mind again. Those who govern this reality engineered a mechanism to ensure you remain asleep even when you are physically awake. They need a way to keep your brain tethered to the network during those critical early hours. The smartphone functions as a two-way interface for energy transfer. By engaging with fragmented, rapid-fire content, your brainwaves are locked into a chaotic beta state. This frequency is specifically tuned to keep your consciousness tethered to the simulation's data stream. This engagement consumes your spiritual stamina before the day has even begun. When you try to look away, the network triggers a defensive response, waves of anxiety or a sudden sense of emptiness designed to drive you back into the blue light. Surrendering your first waking moments to this screen is a choice to remain a fuel source. You are giving away the very energy required to push against the gravitational pull we discussed. Silence alone is not enough to maintain your autonomy once the system realizes you've unplugged. You need a proactive method to deflect the psychic noise that the Matrix uses to keep people in a state of submissive agitation. The practice of Naam Jaap, repeating a high-vibration sound, functions as a form of interference. By generating a consistent internal resonance, you are creating a barrier that the external world static cannot penetrate. This internal vibration creates a zone of constructive interference. Just as noise-canceling technology works by producing an opposing wave, this mental repetition cancels out the intrusive thoughts and anxieties projected by the simulation. Without this active shield, your mind remains an open port. You will eventually be overwhelmed by the background frequency and return to the baseline state of exhaustion. These daily efforts, the 4 a.m. vigilance and the internal shield, are not the end of the struggle. They are the training required to survive a rare thinning of the simulation structure. Every cycle, a 30-day window known as Purushottam Mass occurs. During this astrological alignment, the gravitational density of our reality decreases. The code that dictates your limitations becomes momentarily fluid and susceptible to change. If you hold your focus, maintain your frequency shield, and act on your primary purpose during these 30 days, you are no longer just living within the machine. You are rewriting the parameters of your existence while the walls are at their weakest. This window is the only time when the effort you expend is enough to result in a permanent shift. If the month passes without a focused push, the density of the simulation rehardens and the cycle of the harvest begins again. The universe does not care if you choose to remain a battery. It will continue to harvest your potential, turning your life's work into fuel for its own indifferent expansion until you have nothing left. But the blind spots have been revealed. You know why you are tired. You know the phone tethers you. And when the watchers look away, the choice is no longer between work and rest. It is between being consumed or being free. Set your alarm. They are waiting.